Hi boys and girls, it's me Butch. Just took my glasses off, now I can't see anything. But I'm vain and I think I look better without my glasses on. Where am I? Today is the 4th of December, Thursday, 2025. My name is Terry David Silvercloud. I'm not native, it just sounds that way. I changed my name legally about 25 years ago now. But in my hippie days, I was known as David Silvercloud, and it just got complicated having multiple names. So to make it easier for everybody, I made my legal name the name that I use, which is Terry David Silvercloud. Enter it into a browser, and something will show up, maybe. I'm vain, so I hope so. Speaking of vanity, I'm making videos again, and I hadn't really been for a while because you may still see a few reddish marks on my body, and a few months ago they were quite ugly and severe, and I'm vain enough that even the people down at the Oasis Queer Beach, even they thought they were ugly, but they know me, so I wasn't too ashamed or embarrassed to be naked around other queers that knew me at Vancouver's Oasis Gay Beach. It's a nude beach. Where were I? So what's happening is, I hope, I'm testing out new ways of making video. You're my victim. Thanks for coming. If you dislike me, you're going to take all that energy and effort to do that, signing in and clicking a dislike. Please tell me why. And if you like me, please like me. I'm vain. We all like likes. And you know, I'm doing this, so it encourages me to keep doing it. And I get the message that a large number of you folks that come here, come see me. You know what I'm talking about. So here I am, I'll give you what you want. If you want to see more of me, you might want them alive. I don't really maintain it much, but for the last 30 years or so, I have had a homepage online, butchboard.com, butchboard, like a surfboard.com. You might want to poke around there. Could be fun, who knows. Right now in my life, we're going to get to the topic. The topic I wrote in the title, or I'm going to write in the title when I write it, is about the death of the King James Bible. I'll get to that. Meanwhile, just yakking and moving around to sort of let you see what you wanted to see. You gotta want to be like me at 81. You just gotta want it, you know, like, I do this every day. I used to use lighter ones. You know, I used to use, these are 15-pounders. I used to use 8-pounders or 9-pounders. Whatever the silver one is. But then I realized that I was getting loose and vain as I am. Besides, I had to, since I don't like carrying fat around, that I would have to lift up the biceps and stuff. And one of the fastest ways to lift up you know, these muscles right here is just curls. And also I try to do lots of lifts every day. I just want to check something here, see if the camera's following me. Are you following me? I'm not sure if it's following me. Okay, well, I get this camera to follow me. Follow me, camera. Okay, there you go. Good girl. So I am testing gear out, and I hadn't noticed that it wasn't tracking over there. Sorry about that, folks. I don't know what you're seeing. I have a big TV screen right there that you can't see, and it's right behind you guys right there. There's a TV screen right behind you, and I can see myself. I'm trying to avoid looking at it, but I can't because I want to see what the hell I'm doing. And that's why I sort of position you guys sort of in front of the screen so it look like I'm looking at you. I'm waiting for my new camera, a little teeny one, to arrive. And right now I'm using two smartphones, you and you. And this is an old Q2N Mental blanks. I've had a couple of mini strokes. Oh yeah, right, like exercise. What are you talking about, David? Alright, so that this video doesn't go on like forever and ever and ever. Just so it doesn't go on like forever and ever and ever. This is what you want to see, right? I know you do. For the closeted guys and... Oops, sorry, I forgot about you guys. For the closeted guys out there, I don't know what to tell you. Honestly, I don't. This video, the rest of it from here on in, may upset some of you, and that won't surprise me. But I'm going to talk about the deaths of the King James Bible and Lucifer, the devil, Satan, and Christianity, I guess. A little bit about religion, but mainly about the King James Bible. And so before I do that, you need to know that Butch is... A friend advised me to say I'm godless, okay? I'm into physics, serious stuff that's way over almost everybody's head, unless you're got PhDs in quantum physics. You wouldn't even understand what the hell I'm talking about. So being 81 years old, I could recognize that my life was destroyed basically in my youth because of religion. It was all religion's fault. And I don't have time to waste in this video to talk about that, but I did come from a very religious background, and I grew up in the 50s and 60s, and I was queer in a very religious, intolerant... Well, I didn't even know what gay was. Honestly, I didn't know what gay was. I just did not understand. It's not like I didn't hear things, but I didn't understand. None of it just made any sense. But by the time I was in the Navy, I fell in love with another sailor. I came out when I was in submarine school in England in 1997. I came out. I had my first... Well, actually, I had an experience just before that with the guy I fell in love with, who was a straight sailor. I gave him oral service. It was awesome. Oh, God, it was awesome. Anyhow, my first real experience was with an American I met, well, on the weekend, because I was going to submarine school. I go up to London, and I was over by, what's the square up from Piccadilly Circus? I should know. Anyhow, there was a cigar shop there with Danish nude magazines, and I thought maybe if I hang around there, somebody will come and look at a male nude magazine. Nobody did. But as I was leaving one night, there was a beautiful California blonde-haired guy just outside, and he asked me something silly that everybody should know, like, where's the nearest train station or something. But it was just like... I knew he was making conversation because it was just... it just didn't make sense anyway. He asked such a basic question. It was like... but the long and short was, we were both virgins, but we went back to the room he had rented for the night, and I gave him oral service too. He was so beautiful, but he was just been drafted, and he was just taking a vacation before he went off to Vietnam or somewhere horrible at that time. I still haven't gotten to the King James Bible. Okay, I talked about me being godless. Well, I don't believe in gods. I think if you had the education that I have, and I've been told I'm quite intelligent, doesn't matter to me, I am whatever I am. I'm old, I'm losing my memory, I'm going to die easily and am. But the thing is, I have a very extensive education in physics, and I'm godless. For me, the word God is a metaphor. A metaphor means a word that stands for something. can't think of a good metaphor right off the top of my head, but because I don't want to lose track of what I'm talking about. To me, God is a metaphor for the sum of all of reality to infinity, because in my physics, there just is no end. There never was a beginning. There's never going to be an end. It just is. And I'm not going to get off on track here. I'll forget what I'm talking about. But the word God to Butchie Poo is a metaphor for the sum of all of reality, all at once, all of the time, everywhere. That's what testing. I forgot. I'm supposed to be testing out this gimbal here too. Hi gimbal. Just how great you're moving. Hi gimbal. Where was I? So I think all religions, and I don't give a crap which one it is, are the epitome of evil. That's my opinion. That's the Butch opinion. You want the opinion of a very, very well-educated, apparently pretty smart guy, me. It's ridiculous. It's aimed at taking control of the minds of people not like me, people who don't have my kind of education, and people that don't have what apparently they tell me I have up here. I haven't been tested in a long time. I didn't want to know they would. The way people would go about telling me I was smart is, we don't think you're living up to your expectations, because they've taken me on based on some of the tests they've given me. And I've been subjected to a lot of tests when I was younger. This kid's really smart. But I was, I didn't get the opportunities that, I can balance, balancing. They're taking my painkillers. I'm 81. If you're 81, you're doing this, sister. Your rubber sole shoes on. Rocks. I'm not advertising it. I'm just trying to be enemy and to keep your interest here while I yak on, because I know you came me, right? Let's see if I can make this go down a bit lower here. Testing out the gears, so see what's driving. Down a bit. That's what I want. Down a bit more. Good girl. Stay there. I don't know if it will or not. I'm testing out the gimbal over there, which, I got to add stability to the motion and give you something else to look at. You can come into my little world and see where Butchie Poo lives. Because we're just visiting anyway, right? You're not even listening to what I'm saying. You just want to see, I know what you want to see. So, I'm trying to be compliant. Where was I? So God and all that. And we still haven't got to King James. So, this has gone on a long time and I got to wrap it up somehow. I wrote the note down here I'm supposed to remember. Took put my glasses on. I wrote this down. An intelligent person tries to be open-minded. You don't know what you don't know. So you don't know what you don't know. And keep that in mind all the time. You just don't know what you don't know. And that could be a lot. And for me, because I'm getting old and senile, it's really upsetting to me that I forget things. The other day I couldn't remember the Planck's constant. I couldn't even remember the word. I knew what it was. I think I could even have repeated it to a few decimal places. I couldn't remember what it's called. And I'm getting old. I'm 81. I hate it. Alright, we're right. So, in the old Bible, the olden days, back in the 16th century in England, when the Roman Catholics got kicked out of England and most of their churches burned down, all except Rosslyn Castle, and that's a story which leads to the story of the Knights Templar. Rosslyn Castle in Scotland was spared. It's in ruins now, but it's an extremely important historical site. But most Roman Catholic churches, whatever, everything was just knock it down. And King James came to power, and he said, we need a Bible for the people written in English, not all this Latin mumbo-jumbo that nobody understands. And what the hell is it all about? So he ordered a translation of the Bible into English, and that's what we call the King James Bible. Now, to speed things up, they mostly used what is called the Wycliffe Bible. Poor old Wycliffe, I think he was sentenced to be burned alive, but he was spared, I believe. I don't think they actually burned him, but he was sentenced to be burned alive for writing this Bible in English under the Roman Catholics. Nice people, those Roman Catholics, aren't they? Do what we tell you, we'll burn you alive. They have different methods these days. So anyhow, King James got his people to write a new Bible, and when they came to the book of Isaiah, they made a boo-boo, and they mistranslated a passage, and that's where we got Lucifer, from where we got Lucifer. There never was a Lucifer, never going to be a Lucifer. It's just a big screw-up in translation. Who knew? Well, a lot of people knew. So way back in the 1960s and 70s, different churches started working on the problem, and by the 1980s, most of the major Western faiths, not the Roman Catholics, they do their own thing, they decided that we got to ditch Lucifer. This is just ridiculous. There never was a Lucifer. There's never going to be a Lucifer. And so they rewrote the Bible, and we have the New English translation. I have a copy here. And I'm going to read the chapter in Isaiah, if I can. The print's really small. I can't see where it's crap. I'm going to try to read you the old Isaiah. If I can get enough light here. Let me make sure I'm on camera, because I know you want to see me. Okay, 14:12. Okay, Isaiah 14:12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which did weaken the nations? I think I got that right. It's very small print, and I can't see where it's crap anymore. But that was the old translation. So in the new translation, which is correct, or as correct as it's going to get, I don't have a lot of light in here. It's a dull day out there. So Isaiah, where am I? 14:12. 207. Oh, that's the wrong book. Sorry. Oh, I have this. I made two bookmarks here. So while I'm in this bookmark here, I'll tell you why I made this bookmark, because I wrote a book called The Shape of God, and I did a lot of research, and when I was getting the book out today, I noticed one of my notes here. King David, you know, the Jewish King David, he was a short little guy, and he was a redhead. And you may say, well, how do you know that? And I'm not going to look for the passage. Well, I could look for the passage here. It's so dark. He was ruddy, with a fine appearance and handsome features. Ruddy means he had red hair. So King David was a redhead. Meanwhile, that's what I was supposed to be looking for back here, was, am I on camera? Where do you want me to be? That's pretty good. See if I can see here. So, Isaiah 14:12. My eyesight is so... Okay, here's the new translation. How you have fallen from heaven, O morning star, son of the dawn. You have been cast down to the earth. Now what the reference is that Isaiah is yakking about is the Persian king who had enslaved them all that time. And now the empire didn't give a crap about the Jews, like, go away. And Isaiah took a bunch of them back to Jerusalem to try and rebuild Jerusalem, and that's how we got the book of Isaiah. But the passage was about the Persian king. And then when Jerome, way back just after Jesus had died, in the year 390, 400 years after Jesus had died, the Roman Catholic Church was formed. 400 years. Did you catch that? These are my microphones down here. Hello. Hope they're working. We're going to find out. This is all a big test. Jerome was given the task to translate the Bible, and he just had to go with what he had to go with, and he often used Greek translations because the Dead Sea Scrolls had not yet been discovered. Well, getting back to Lucifer, I'm going to lose track of what I was talking about. We know for sure that there was no Lucifer. See, I totally lost track of what I'm talking about. Because in the Dead Sea Scrolls, by very good fortune, that little passage in Jewish... remind me that we're talking about Jerome. That's what we're talking about. See, I'm losing my mind here. In the Dead Sea Scrolls, we know for sure there was no Lucifer because we found writings from 2,000 years ago by just good luck. But getting back to Jerome, he didn't have the Dead Sea Scrolls, and he had to go with whatever he had. And a lot of the Greek texts, when they weren't sure what the word was, they just made up a word, or they just used colloquial Greek. And that's where we get devil, and we definitely get devil from. Satan is a little dicey, because Satan is a proper name, Satanos. But devil just comes, that's another error that Jerome made. In the Greek Bible said diabolos, D-I-A-B-O-L-O-S. And he didn't know what to make of it. Well, what's this word? I don't know. And he just changed the O to a U, and that became diabolos. And then when Wycliffe and King James translated it into English, what the hell is that? And they changed it into devil. Interestingly, devil comes from the word divine, which seems to be opposite of what you would think the devil or a devil would be. But we were talking about Lucifer, baby, and we're talking about the King James Bible. Yeah, so I'm rambling a bit. I'm trying to tell you how this boo-boo happened was when the Roman Catholic Church formed, right at the end of the 4th century, around 390, Jerome was given the task of translating whatever they could find. They decided what the Bible would be. The Roman Catholics decided. They said, what? Yeah, I want that book. Yeah, that book's not bad. So we got the book of, what's the book of Revelation have to do with the Bible? I don't know. Scary. That's a word. Religion is all about beating you into submission. That's what it's all about. To control your brains if you don't have one. I didn't mean it that way. I don't mean to offend you. I told you before I'm probably going to offend somebody because I think this whole God thing is a bunch of hooey. And by the way, I don't believe in life after death. I was just, if there is, it'll be a surprise to me. But if you want to hell, this is it. This is hell. You're here. This is hell. There's got to be something better than this. This is a horror show of this planet. Everything about it. I'm lucky. Look at this. How lucky could I be? I'm a poor old artist. I was foolish enough to trust people and lost anything, and I wasn't smart enough to invest when I had the opportunities. But for an old dude who has no money, this is like fucking luxury, right? And my heating's a bit iffy, but it's not bad during the day. The rent's cheap, so I don't mind paying the extra for good extra heat. Where were I? This is getting to be a really long video, isn't it? So I'm going to have to stop. How long have we been going? Oh God, 24 minutes. I didn't mean it to be this long, but the whole point of it was There never was a Lucifer. There's never going to be a Lucifer. Devil, what the Greek meaning was, they know now what diabolos meant. It just means somebody with whom you don't agree. And some translations will translate it as the adversary. Like Jesus was out preaching his whatever he was preaching supposedly, and somebody on the beach in the crowd said, "You're full of shit." Right, so she would be the adversary. You're full of crap. No, you idiots believe any of this stuff. Jeez, are you crazy? So that's kind of. I know some of you are going to be offended by all that. I don't really mean to offend you. I just mean to wake you up and be nice to other people. Spend whatever time you have left wisely. Work on keeping the body in shape. I am going to shut up because I've gone on and on and on. And I think I had a plan, but I didn't. I smoked a whole crap load of pot. And my painkillers finally kicked in. I was really hurting this morning. It's nearly 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I still have some things to get done today, so I'm hoping everything's recording, and I'm going to stop recording by telling my motion camera over there, "Hi girl," this one here that's following me around. He likes me. She likes me. There's a camera tracking me here. So when I give it a V sign, it's going to cause it to stop recording if it's doing what it's supposed to do. And then I'm going to have to manually stop the other 2 cameras. So I'm going to say bye-bye from Butch, see if I get a white background here. And we're going to look at you one last time from Butch. Thanks for coming. If you just like me, tell me why. I like likes, so if you get likes, I'm going to give it a V sign. That's going to stop you over there recording. Hi. Hi, boys and girls. It's me, Butch. Just took my glasses off. Now I can't see anything. But I'm vain.